Yo, yo. Let me get this set up real quick on another stream here. On the site. Make sure I got this set up properly. Mm, 1 second, guys. Hope y'all had a good day yesterday. I thought I did this earlier, but I didn't. And we should be ready to rock and roll in 1 second. Let me see. Mhm. All right, we good. We good. We good. We good. All right. Okay. Make sure I share this up. Yes, sir. Let's see. Oh, my bad, gal. My bad. I just want to get this last one. Last one. Okay, there we go. Bang. All right. Yeah, not my favorite day. This is, good chance, good time to look ahead. Can definitely look ahead. Um, what do we got here? 3 games, right? Then we got a good NFL game going here. Um, hmm, uh, let's see. Let me make sure. All right, so Utah Milwaukee Bucks. Yesterday though, man, man, uh, told y'all about Goga Batadze, man, and he goes right out there and gets that double double. You know what I'm saying? So if I was on this rebound, but I did put his double double in there. Didn't bet it straight. That was my fault. See, and that's the importance of I got kind of I ain't gonna say I got kind of scared, but that's the importance of putting in straight bets. You know what I'm saying? So and that was a long shot parlay that I went for. But at the end of the day, y'all already know the deal, man. Straight up, I don't have to really. So let me see. I think that was plus 250 for his double double. It cashed. Uh plus 260. Darius Garland, we cashed it assist prop, but the 10 assists, he ended up getting 9. The 10 assists was plus 370, and Sabonis triple double was cashed, right? So that was a plus 360. So I mean, those were some of the heftier plays, right? But Evan Mobley, I told you he got to foul trouble, and that's what I was saying, right? He got to foul trouble, and that was the only thing I was worried about. But I also said I really love the assist for Garland. I mean, it was a correlated play. Now the same game parlay cashed. The correlated same game parlay as far as I mean, we did the 6 assists, the 15 points, and the double double for um Allen, right? I didn't go be greedy and put the money line on there for Cleveland, but why didn't I? I mean, it was a -290, and I know I'm supposed to put that on there, right? My Cleveland, I've been rolling with Cleveland for a while now. So, long story short, some great spots yesterday. I took a fat L with that one, and then, like I said, with the Allen thing, you could have taken him for points and rebounds, double double points plus rebounds, both of those cash, right? Um, I did take a stab at the John Moran double double. He didn't get there. Um, so things do happen. One thing that I was kind of disappointed about yesterday. Let me go see. Oh, Jalen Duran, man. So he really, I mean, I can't say nothing about that. He got hurt, but I was pretty disappointed in that situation there. Anything else that I wanted to touch on? Oh, Gafford, right? So Gafford did go out there and have himself a game. He didn't hit his rebound prop, but he did have 17, 7, and 3. So 3 blocks, that is. And that's why the importance of, playing points plus rebounds and the fantasy score on other things like prospects. Um, and speaking of prospects, I did post a prospect play, and I don't know if I got sidetracked on that play or nothing like that, but I think it was an okay option, right? I think it was an okay. There were some okay options. 6 picks are not easy to hit. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted with that situation, right? 6 picks are not easy to hit, but there's still no excuse for taking an L. You know, but that one that I did ran, I posted it. If I'm not mistaken, we went 4 of 6 on that. uh, no, we didn't. Let me see. Yeah, we did. 1, 2. No, we didn't. Right, and it was ways I could have reconstructed it, but Grady Dick didn't have the greatest game yesterday, so he decided to wet the bed yesterday. And Evan Mobley fucked that up with 15 points. And Obaji, he only had 20 fantasy score. So it is what it is. It was just a stack. I didn't really play prize picks like that yesterday, right? I did another 2 piece and I got smoked with the 15 points from Evan Mobley. Matthew Porcel, what's going on? He said Utah money line today, big bro. They playing who? Utah. Okay. I feel you. I feel you, right? Let me pull up Underdog real quick. Let's get some injury news. If there's anything new out right now. The books, the books are waiting on, we're waiting on news for we're waiting on news for Milwaukee. That's why, we don't get a lot of lines out for Milwaukee right now. And that's what's going on with their situation. So, Tyree Maxey expected to miss a couple weeks. Kyle Lowry probably gonna step in with that. Plenty of usage to go to Paul George, and then Embiid expected to make his debut next week. So they'll have a chance to gel together, I guess. All right. Okay. Right. All right. So Jazz and Milwaukee Bucks. We don't have lines out, players out for this game. Um, I could even, mm, yeah, we don't have lines and players and stuff out for this game here. I could look at, let's see, Lillard. No results, so we don't have lines for this game, so I could talk about it. Fuck it, right? So it's a few ways that we can look at things here. Okay. So first and foremost, let's just go right here. All right. So we know that it's dry, but you gotta stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready, man. You know. So what do we know? And so before I get into this, I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? And this is why it takes me a long time to post tickets and things like that, right? Because what you do, you find your edges or whatever case may be. When the lines drop, you catch your early lines. Right. This is how NBA goes. Your lines drop, you catch your early lines as far as you knowing what's going to happen. Throughout the day, throughout the day, value opens up throughout the day. That's why I break down these slates the way I break down, because if you're not right there at 6 o'clock, like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes before these games lock, you're gonna miss out on tons of value. Okay, and you have to know your personnel, because you need to know who benefits and when you have to pivot, right? So, for instance, every single day, for people who's not every single day, bro. For people who's not up with the injury news, partly out of the loop, right? Partly out of the loop. So let me give you an example. A lot of news, most of y'all know this, most of y'all don't, man. All this news comes out, right? But up and before lock and all that. So that's when you know you're gonna find value, man. Then when you're not finding value, that's when the days that go by and you're like, how did he know to bet on this dude? How did he know to bet on this dude? Like, how did he know Bronny was gonna score? Like, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Don. He said, I see, I've been doing a little something. Been doing a little something. I've been doing a little something. But man, I'm trying to, when this news comes out, man, a lot of people don't know what's going on, man. Right? I'll tell you when this news started coming out. And, you learn these coaches and stuff like that. So most of the news that we were looking for was coming out like right here. Lauri Markkanen practice Wednesday, right? He practiced yesterday, so more than likely he's probably going to play. No game time. No, this is not the news right here. Boom. This when the news started rolling in. Trey in. Hunter out. Shady Sharp questionable for today. This was yesterday's news. Payne was out. Ball was in. Markkanen was questionable for today. Clarkson is questionable for today. And Pajeski was out. Curry wouldn't have no limit. Shout out to Curry. Started going crazy in the fourth. Nimhart was in. ABC was questionable for today. Then the big news started coming out. Bang! Anthony Davis out. Rui out, right? Levert in. Kokolo expected to see minutes. Derek Lively out. Russell in. Reeves in. Levine. Boom. That was at 6 o'clock. That was right 2 minutes. That was like 2 minutes before the game even started. Zach LaVine out. Got to hurry up and pivot. Then start lineups. You know what I'm saying? That's the importance of this page, right? Zion in. Alvarado in. Hawkins in. This is the importance of this page. Conchar out. This is news is breaking right before each game. Each game come on at 9. You got games come on at 8. You got games come on whatever, right? So news is steady breaking constantly. But Some people need this news. Some people don't need this news. But if you're just in tune, then you'll understand why things happen. Why your parlay didn't hit. Why this didn't hit. Why that didn't hit. Why this guy got so many points. And how the fuck did he know about this guy? Because you got people that's locked in all the way throughout the night, man. You know what I'm saying? So, all that to say this is that's why we go through the slate during the daytime. So Clarkson is now probable, and marketing is now probable, right? They probable. So shout out to Matthew Porcel. He's looking at he's thinking about Utah, right? He's thinking about Utah. But before we talk about that, that's a perfect segue to where I'm getting ready to go. But at the end of the day, we go through the slate throughout the day, and we gather up information. So we already got that information stored when these crazy ass, because the average bettor doesn't know that these NBA players, they don't even play every day like that, or they injured as fuck like this, right? So at the end of the day, we gather information, figuring shit out. So we prepare for when the storm hits, right? Because I'm gonna say if ABC don't play, of course I'm gonna like Bobby, right? Or this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Just like yesterday, we were waiting on. We already waiting for Gogo Batadze numbers. Then you say, who the fuck is Gogo Batadze? Yeah, this is the backup for he get here to get us paid. Long story short, right? He get ready to get us paid. And who the fuck is that, man? I hope that I know. Right. So so that's the beauty of this shit. Value steady evolves, right? Steady evolves. Value steady evolves. So you want to be prepared for the if this person is in, you want to be prepared if the person is out. So Matthew Porcel said, "Copy, brother. Yesterday I had Golden State money line. Nice. He said, I remember you and JD was out. Okay, sure. So I mean, it's crucial. It's crucial. It's very, very crucial. You got a lot of players out there, and at the end of the day, that's the information you pay for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people paying for it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff that people paying for in these telegrams or discords and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to understand. Understand. Okay. So, and the books know how detrimental this is because they're not even releasing a line because ABC is questionable. Therefore, if you bet on ABC, they're not giving you shit else. If you bet on ABC and he's out, your money gets void, right? They are protecting their bankroll from people like us, right? Who's going to look at this game and say, Milwaukee Bucks, Utah Jazz. There's a possibility they can afford to sit ABC in a spot like this. Maybe start a Portis again. They looked good. They looked good versus Cleveland. And what I used to call it, right, with certain similar situations like this, just like Matthew Porcel, like he's saying, once you learn the injury report, then you betting against the injury report, right? Sometimes you can bank on Giannis being out before he even get ruled out, right? So right now, what you're gonna get, only thing you'll get a chance to take advantage of that opportunity is Only thing you'll get is a game line, right? And just like Matthew Porcel saying, I don't know what his thought process is, but what he likes the Jags. He could very well be betting against the injury report, right? You get tremendous value on that player perform. I mean, you get tremendous value at plus 290. You can even get an 8.5. Okay, and when you're looking at the injury report, you can say all you got to do, even if you're sprinkling a little something on it. Hey, you see Clarkson is on the way back, probable. You see Marketing is on the way back, he's probable, right? All you need now to have a really good game is for his ass to sit, right, and have a really good chance for to win this game, right? So, and I mean, you look at it. He sat versus Cleveland. Think we can set them another one? Then you got to look ahead spots. When the next time do they play? Right? They could probably be off another two. They could be off another two games, 2 days, right? He says Utah got yeah, for sure. And then, like I said, I mean, the way they've been playing, right? So segue into this. Boom, you got another guard coming back, Clarkson. You got Clarkson on the way back. You already got another guard in Sexton who can give you buckets. Then you got another guard in Keontae George, who they want to be great. Okay. All those guys can definitely play the 1 and the 2. So, versus point guards, right? Guess what? Milwaukee been getting their ass thrashed, right? So, 31 point. They give up the second most points to the point guard position and the second most and the most threes to the point guard position. So you say, okay, right. So you get a guy coming in like and we're talking about Milwaukee, right? So we get a guy coming in like the point guard. Okay, granted there are injuries, but the day we live in right now, these motherfuckers shooting the hell out of the three, whether they making it or missing it, right? So we're gonna look at Keontae George, right? Switches, whatever, right? So, oh shit, they're not gonna give us his numbers. So, okay, that's fine. We'll get his numbers right here, right? So we're gonna look at Keontae George and take a look at some of his game logs, things of that nature, right? So, in the absence of Clarkson, I think he missed 2 to 4 games. I don't know how many games he missed, but just 3-point attempts alone: 6 for 12, 4 for 11, 1 for 9, 2 for 10, 1 for 7, right? 3 for 8, 1 for 6. Second-year player. Guess what? I get to go up against Dame today, right? I get to go up against Dame. I know he's probably going to toast me, but I'm getting ready to try to toast his ass, right? So he's taking double-digit attempts, and especially in the absence of somebody like Clarkson, right? So no Clarkson off the bench. And then we wind it back. They averaging 31 raw points, right? Per 48 to the point guard position. 38 raw points. 31 raw points. Milwaukee. And 4.5 3-point makes. So per 48. Now, the minutes, 39 minutes. He played last game versus my Chicago Bulls, which he went 6 for 12 for 3 versus Denver. They've been bad versus point guards, 4 for 11 for 3 in 32 minutes. And then he's been dropping dimes here and there, 9 versus Denver and Chicago. They've been giving up assists to the point guards. Sacramento, not a big fan of their defense, but it is what it is. But long story short, you get my drift. He's not the greatest shooter, but it's possible that he could, with that volume, that he could, they can come out and ball. And then you get switches and stuff like that. Run across somebody like Colin Sexton, who can get hot, right? I told you guys, 135 to 126 versus the Chicago Bulls, pace-up matchup. You're going to be seeing a lot of overs for, versus Chicago Bulls because, they're playing at pace. Like, this is a prime example. This is what you want for your overs. 2, you want bad teams, pace-up matchups. When you find that, it's golden, right? So he goes out there, plays 34 minutes, takes 18 shots. That's 7 more shots than he's take right here and here. He took 18 shots, 24 points. That's the shit you get when he his most assists probably this season, 5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. He did everything, right? He had a little bit of everything in a pace-up matchup with bad defense. That's what we like to target. They on the slate today, but bringing it back to right here, what I'm talking about is you can catch Colin Sexton on the switch. He's a scorer, so it is what it is, right? He can put the ball in the basket, but with these guys coming back, some of these guys' usage is going to come down, right? So you're gonna have Marketing back and Clarkson back. So back to Porcel. His theory. You can possibly look at that 8, right? 8.5. You can possibly look at that money line, right? Finding value. Man, that's where you make your money, man. Finding value, man. Underdog, shit like that. Finding value. Now, so like I said, now with these guys coming back, maybe I want to look at, because some of this usage is going to get fluctuated, get downgraded, whatever the case may be. Maybe I want to look at Keontae, because his role is cemented, right? Keontae George, he's played 30 minutes no matter what, right? The team wants him to be great. Sexton can get traded anytime. Clarkson can get traded anytime, right? The power forward coming off the bench, he can get traded anytime. This guy is going nowhere, right? So it's possible with these guys coming back, if you look at his assist prop, probably going to come out at 5.5, right? Some shit like that, okay? You can look at the threes for him. I don't know what his points going to look like. Marketing takes a tons of shots. Clarkson going to be coming in gunning. Then you got Sexton. You got Collins. He might be on a trade block, but it is what it is, right? So I bet a lot of peripherals. You guys know me. I bet a lot of peripherals, right? Because some of those things cannot be denied. I ain't gonna say cannot be denied, but so a guy like Keontae George, I would definitely be looking at his assist prop. I would be looking at his assist prop in some shape, form, or fashion, and I would be looking at the rebounds for Walker Kessler, right? That's my guy, right? I'll be looking at the rebounds for Walker Kessler, right? One of the best shot blockers in the league, as you can see, 3-5, 3-2, 1-1-5. This is not a fluke. This is what he does, right? Averaging 3 blocks per game, and the rebounds, right? He's averaging over, So he's averaging about 12 rebounds a game. And, I'll be looking at his rebounds, barring any foul trouble. Sometimes you got to roll with the punches. Lopez will be out there. He's allergic to rebound the ball. And speaking of Lopez, I'll be looking at his 3, right? I'll be looking at the 3 ball for Lopez. You got a big guy like Walker Kessler down there who can block shots, things of that nature. He don't like to grab rebounds that much. Lopez, he will space you out. So I'll be looking at Lopez 3s, which will probably come out at 1.5. Dame gonna do what he gonna do. So speaking of Dame, he's another guy that we could target versus point guards and things of that nature, right? Utah, we could target Dame versus Utah. Dame versus pretty much any team, but Utah. Where do I target Utah? Well, I just specifically know that as a whole, Utah, they give up as a team, not specifically, right? Because you got Giannis, he's going out there dropping dimes when he wants to, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So they're giving up, as a team, as a whole, they're giving up the second most assists. This is as a team, not to a position. The second most assists, The most potential assists, the sixth most points, the fifth most rebounds, they're around the middle of the pack in rebound chances. Okay. The most potential assists, they top, wait, they're about top 10 in giving up three. Okay. But 3-point attempts versus them, they're giving up the fourth most 3-point attempts, right? So teams trying to come in there and air their ass out. That's basically what that means. Okay. So, you know, uh, Milwaukee giving up the three ball as well. As a team, they're giving up 14, almost 15 threes. And 3-point attempts, they're giving up a lot of 3-point attempts. Let me see something here. The center spot, Utah, almost giving up almost 2 threes to the center spot. And then centers are going in there shooting threes versus Utah at 4.29. Um, I mean, it's a matchup. I had an interest in Lopez threes no matter what because you got this big ass boy down there. You got Kessler down there, and he's gonna want to stretch the floor. He be post up on the 3-point line like he's a guard anyway, right? So making Kessler come out there, but like I said, Kessler's and Lopez, both of these guys are two of the best shot blockers in the league. Okay, so you know, you got your Bobby Portises and all that shit. So, like I said, I don't even know what the total of this game is. 230. We still don't know what's gonna happen. If there's no ABC, then we know heavy usage for Dame and Bobby Portis. It's Bobby Portis time. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, whatever, right? So be mindful of those situations. Portland Trail Blazers, San Antonio Spurs, right? So, I don't know these weekends games. I haven't bet on Wemby this year. Okay, so his points are at 23. I haven't bet on Wemby. Now, I've been betting DeAndre Ayton for a while, right? Last time these two teams played, he did get him for a double-double. But, he had 12 rebounds versus these kids, okay? He's been the most consistent prop I've been betting on from this team, whether it's been straights or parlay pieces, okay? We're going to get value. I ain't going to say value, but I mean, 11 and a half now, huh? I don't know if I'm willing to go to the 11 and a half, right? I can see it happening. I don't know if I'm willing to bet that 10 and a half, okay, but I've seen instances where, he's going to be guard Wemby out there on a perimeter, and Wemby can get him in foul trouble. What? So he's got double digits in every game this year except for one rebounds. Head to head, only last year, 12 rebounds there. It is what you see is what you get. Do you think he's gonna get in foul trouble or anything of that nature? I mean, whatever, right? I think I need to be looking at Wemby in this spot here. I think I need to be looking at Wemby. This is my first look at Wemby this season, truthfully. Head to head, last year he gave him 23 and he gave him 30. What about the threes? Gave multiple threes in both games. What about the rebounds? I don't even know if Wemby plays today. This is a back-to-back, right? I don't even know if Wemby plays today. 12 rebounds. Hmm. What about this season here? This year. Rebounds, points, assists, not assists, threes. What about his blocks? Damn, he had 9 blocks. Damn, he almost had a triple double in blocks. Still. Man, I ain't even finna stunt to you guys like I know what the fuck I'm gonna do in this situation. Cause I don't know what I'm gonna do in this game. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um I'm definitely puzzled about this one here, bro. You guys got something, just let me know, right? I ain't puzzled, but I mean, Jeremy Grant, I can see instances where he gets there, okay? Jeremy Grant, I have interest in Jeremy Grant numbers. Anthony Simons numbers, I have interest in Anthony Simons numbers as well, all right? Jeremy Grant, no Sohan, so I mean, Jeremy Grant could very well be in play, okay? So I have interest there. Um, Chris Paul, his assist prop is sitting at what? 8.5. So, you could probably get 10 assists for him for a good, what? Plus 130 if you decide to go there. Anthony Simons been flirting with that assist number. Yeah, I mean, it might be an alternate something for me. An alternate something. I just don't have a definite prop. Yeah, Grant. I think Grant. I like Grant. I was looking at Grant earlier. I'm gonna tell you when I really like Grant. When there's no Anthony Simons. Oh my God, give me Grant every night. Give me Grant every night, bro. When there's no Anthony Simons, I like Grant against anybody, bro. Anybody. But he ain't seen a shot he don't like, man. So Grant, we'll go through some of Grant's numbers real fast. Uh, mhm. So we'll go through some of his numbers real quick. Shout out to Chill, man. I don't know if I've ever seen you comment on anything like that, but shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Chill. Um, yeah. So I mean, what do you want? What do you expect, man? The minutes are there. The field goal attempts. This is vintage Grant with no Anthony Simons, like the 23 shots. But the books know, because if you get Anthony Simons out, they'll bump him a point or two, because they know he's getting ready to go berserk. So yeah, so he's been shooting a 3 ball as well. 7, 7, 9, 7. So he stepped into that 3-point category a little bit more this year. Let me see something here. Yeah, so so even if I'm altering it, I think I'm pretty much going in that direction there. You want to take a look at how they stack up versus some of these teams here in points allowed. I mean, some of these positions. Um, San Antonio Spurs point guards ranked 6th as of right now. 21st in scoring to shooting guards. 23rd in scoring to point small forwards. Power forwards ranked number 5. They'll be without Sohan, and I think he's a big reason for that. And then centers, they rank 20, right? So I still think it's early. I don't go by a lot of those numbers. Sometimes I do, especially carrying in when teams are carrying in from the last year, doing the same shit defensively, giving up the same shit. Then that's when But sometimes you can, depending on, your personnel, you know what these teams can do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these numbers could be, still got time for this shit to catch up with them. But yeah. Uh, I mean, I'm trying to make something of it. And then if you just out here trying to make something up of shit, don't even bet, man. Shit, just go somewhere, sit down, man. Say hi to the kids and the wife and shit like that, bro. Like, just go ahead on, man. Get ready for the mob or something, right? Because we got a lot of games tomorrow. Don't force it, man. Don't force it. Then we got a football game tomorrow. Tonight. That should be okay. So just in case if you guys don't get a chance to see it, I'll give you my play in this football game tonight. One of my favorite plays. Some of y'all already gonna know. Y'all already gonna know whatever the case may be. But for me, it's I got it at minus 120, and it's going to be I think I got it at minus 120. It's going to be it's going to be I'm gonna play on both. I'm gonna end up playing both. I'm playing my share of things here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you after this last game. So Minnesota and Chicago Bulls. All right. So I immediately went to the rebound prop. You already know how I feel about my Bulls and how I feel about guys like Luke Vucevic and things of that nature, right? So Vucevic is that guy that, hey, I'm gonna get mines. I don't want no problems, bro. You can get yours, right? So I have interest in give me the over 11 and a half rebounds for Rudy Gobert. Just a good spot for him to sell at, right? We waited for Walker Kessler. He went out there and got him about 15, 16 rebounds. I have no problem with taking Gobert. If he don't get there, he don't get there, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because see, that's a prime example of what I was saying about some of these numbers. Now, lo and behold, Vucevic's been doing this thing, right? Got to get it to him. But some of these numbers, like they got Chicago giving up to the center, rebounds to the center position. Where are they? Chicago is way down here, bottom third, right? So, but I knew we get a guy like Walker Kessler gonna get in there and handle him. So I think it's instances where I think this is a good bet. Okay, so minus 111.20. 120. I like that. Speaking of Vucevic, and much like the Lopez situation, he knows how to put the ball in the basket. So I'm looking at, okay, we got big ass Rudy Gobert down there. I'm stepping out behind the 3-point. And I'm taking my three. Okay, so you're gonna get tremendous value on a. Yes, he has, bro. Yes, he has. From the center value, you're gonna get. From the center spot, you're gonna get tremendous value at 1.5 threes. Okay, for Vucevic, all he got to do is make them. He gonna take them. He's not gonna exert all that injury down there, just banging with Rudy Gobert. Who the fuck wants to do that, right? So not Vucevic, I'll tell you that. So at the end of the day, and you're gonna want to stretch him out. So I think he can get to 2 threes. So I ain't even gonna lie. That's an official play for me. The value is there. So, I'm gonna take that, right? The 2 threes for him. And there's gonna be some people saying, what? 2 threes? What? Vucevic. So, bang, right? We're gonna look at Vucevic from 3. And this year, okay, so he's 5 of 8 to this number already this season. Okay, so this game is full of strategy, right? He's the savvy veteran. It's strategy. And I know he's just saying he holding that ball. If I can get hot, I'm gonna hit this motherfucker for 5 threes tonight. If I can get hot, right? So versus Milwaukee versus Lopez, Brick Lopez, another guy. That good shot blocker down there, good rim protector. He goes out and hit 4 threes versus him. OKC, okay, he hit 3 threes, whatever, right? He hit 2 threes versus OKC. He went 2 for 2, right? There wasn't a spot that he really felt like he needed to shoot threes. Memphis, they got some big boys. They had some big motherfuckers in Memphis, right? So 4 threes, he went out there and took 8. Real big guys, right? Okay, you're gonna be big down there. Come on, step out there, and get this. Bang, get this work, right? So he took 8 threes. Orlando, he took 3 threes. Probably had Wendell Carter, good foot. Wendell Carter, good foot speed for a big man. Probably can step in his face a little bit more. Plus, his old team and all that shit. I probably wouldn't have took his threes there in the first place. Versus Brooklyn, okay, he went 3 for 4. He checked. He got hot. Versus Utah, he took 5 threes versus Utah. Walker Kessler's a pretty good big guy, right? He hit 2 there in Dallas. He only took 2 threes. So it is what it is, right? Head to head versus this team. He's 100% to this number in the last 2 meetings. And he took 4 threes on February 6th versus them. And he took 6 threes on March 31st versus them. Okay? So, that's my reasoning behind that. Okay? I mean, I think there's a pathway. Okay? I mean, what you want me to say? Now the rest of this mess, we want to see if Zach LaVine playing this Zach LaVine old team and all that, right? I couldn't talk about Julius Randle's numbers. He looks like he's going to be in an okay spot. Anthony Edwards, he is who he is, right? I didn't come here to give you guys the obvious and stuff like that. Kobe White's been in fuego from 3, right? As a team, we can look at now. Like I said, now we're looking at pace, right? We love, yes, he's been off the chain. He's been off the chain. Now we're looking at pace, right? Pace is very important to me. Oops. Pace is very important to me as it stands right now, today. Chicago Bulls are on the slate. The number one pace, fast. They getting up and down the team, and bad defense. We love that. We love that for our overs, right? Washington, the number 2 team in pace. Second fastest playing team, right? Atlanta Hawks, 3rd fastest playing team. Oklahoma City, 5th. Utah Jazz, 4th. Utah Jazz, 5th. Utah Jazz, and then Milwaukee Bucks is 8th. So those 1, 2, 3 of the 6 teams are playing with pace are playing tonight. Then you got Milwaukee. I don't know how this. I don't know if I see Milwaukee playing fast like this all season long. We'll see. Milwaukee needs Middleton back badly, man. Middleton's that glue. He can go out there and do throw assists and all that shit. He can get both of those guys acclimated and get a post up shot. So yeah, they need them back. Long story short, okay, for sure. Over could be in play. Yeah, there you go. So, that's what we like, man. That's what we like to hit our overs, man. That's what we like to hit our overs. Prime example of what I was saying yesterday. I didn't even look at the scores just to see if it played out to fruition, but so the Rockets, that wasn't even the game. It was Miami game. What was the score of that? 112 to 115, 227. That game went over. Okay, the game went over. I don't bet a lot of sides and totals and stuff like that, but the game went over. Okay. Damn, Phoenix won. What happened? I didn't even. Phoenix won the game by 3. Bam went 12-12. Damn, Nurkic went 20-18. Damn, I took him out my fancy lineup, man. My DFS lineup, he went crazy. Bam went crazy too. 12-12, 6 assists, 5 steals. That was 15 points. A block, that was 18. I'm looking at fantasy scores and shit. All right. Yesterday was over day for sure. For sure. All right. So long story short, that's what I mean, man. Yeah, man. Pace is a lot, means a lot to me. Pace means a lot to me. Pace means, man, you can put your shit in there, the lineups in there, and just let your bets in and your overs in, and just let them cruise, man, straight up. In certain instances. So, and then, yeah, for sure. So, a lot of 3-point makes, stuff like that can happen. I mean, another interesting play was that I seen was Julius Randle. Oh, his rebound sitting at 7.5. Hey, man, you probably could see a double-double spot here. Josh Giddey, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to lay off him, just point blank. I'm gonna have to lay off him. It's too hard to pinpoint what he's gonna do, when he's gonna do it, what category he's gonna pop up in, all that, man. He just, I don't know. Nas Reed. So some ancillary players that I like is Nas Reed and Nas Reed and Nikhil Walker and DiVincenzo. All three of those guys have potential in a matchup like this to hit their points prop. So I couldn't talk you off neither one of those guys, right? In a matchup like this, I can see instances where DiVincenzo gets there, Walker gets there, and Nas Reed getting there. Truth be told, I can see it, right? I'm not gonna give you guys the numbers. Both of all three of those guys have been flirting with them. Let's see, have been flirting with their numbers all within the last 3 games, right? Last 2, 3 games, and you can probably see that throughout the matchups. Let's see, from matchup standpoint, there was let's see if I'm looking at Nas Reed there, 12.5 points for him. He's hit this number what? Um, 3 of his last 4 games. He does have that 12, that 25-point upside. With he will take the 3. I mean, we know who he is. We know what he does. You can also alter him down, whatever the case may be. DiVincenzo, he's trying to get off the schneid. Last 2 games, he's got 14 points in his last 2 games. Was shooting the ball efficiently, 5 of 9, 5 of 7. But I would like to see him have more shots. I ain't even gonna lie. Nikhil Alexander Walker, his points in at 6.5. He's getting, around 24, about around 20 minutes, 22 minutes, something like that. But he's had 6 points or better in 5 straight games. So, you know, you know, shit happens. Shit can happen. Shit happens, right? But I don't have a lot of definites, man. I didn't pull the trigger on Vucevic. I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna pull the trigger on Rudy Gobert. Waiting on some of those other lines. I'm probably gonna alter some shit in that Phoenix game. So it is what it is, right? Um, Matter of fact, what do we have here on prospects? They're finally putting players to the side over here, right? So, 3 pointers made. They don't have. Levine gonna come out there and shoot the 3. We'll be surprised if both of these guys hit 4 or 5 threes or better today. So it is with that situation. 3 pointers made combo. 5 for Victor and Anthony Simons. Hmm. Uh, 3-point attempts. I like this one. 7.5 for Zach Levine. Attempts. 4.5 for Nas Reed. How many for Vucevic? I'm gonna have to take that. 4 attempts for him. Oh yeah. Wait. 4 attempts, and you ain't gotta make them. I think I like that. Julius Randle. Man, Anthony Simons. I like those attempts. I like those attempts for sure. They're going up against who? I like those attempts. Jeremy Grant, he's been taking those attempts at random there. I can see instances where Jeremy Grant get there in the 3-point attempts. So it's a lot, right? It's a lot. Might come back to that and put one together. The NFL, right? So I took the over on. I like this game. I took both teams to score a touchdown in each half, right? Don't matter how they do it. Both teams to score one touchdown in each half, right? Minus 126. Okay. You can get both teams to score two touchdowns in each half. It can happen. I think the last time these two teams played, it happened, right? It can happen. I would love to have if what's the name was here? What's the number 2 receiver name? If he was playing, I would take this. I'm probably still going to end up taking it at plus 111, 180, 1180, but it is what it is. My bad. I got to send there you go. Help me out, Chill. If you ain't been watching me a lot, I know everybody, but I wrestle with their names. I think I'm getting old, man. I started forgetting names and shit. Thanks, though, man. Let's see what happened that last game. Let me see. Box score. I think. No, you know what? I smacked a fat ass bet on that game last time. I took one of those receiving specials. I took yes sir, Chill, yes sir. I took Chase and Higgins to go over 200, right? And I smacked a fat one, man. I had round robin and everything. I had like 3 specials on there. Yeah, I smacked it. What was that? Let me see. Ravens. Yeah, so looking at the box score right here, right? It was 41-38. Um, Baltimore scored in the first, scored in the second. I mean, yeah, and then Cincinnati put up 17 in that second, right? That was the 2 touchdowns right there. Then they blew it up. Second half, they blew it up. They blew it up, and I know it was at least plus 1,800 or plus 1,700 back then. Um, so this is not an easy bet to hit. It might look sweet. Even the one touchdown he's had might not. It might look sweet, but I've been hitting this for a few years, right? Sometimes I get carried away. I just gave out 3 of them last week. All 3 of them cashed, right? And I didn't even parlay them. I was like, oh God! But it is what it is, right? So it's happened already between these 2 teams. Plus 1180 is not out of the realm of possibilities for 2 teams for both guys to score a touchdown. Both teams to score 2 touchdowns in each quarter, in each half. The value is on 2 touchdowns for Chase. The value, I mean, for Derrick Henry, the value is on 2 touchdowns and or first touchdown. That's where the value's at for him. First, you get a plus 350. If you wanted to add Chase and Derrick Henry together, I would either Chase and Derrick Henry. That'd be my guess. I can't talk you off of that. So one thing I'll talk about here, right? I want to talk about So we'll be without, Lively, right? We'll be without Lively. And, you know, this team, they do run two tight end sets, okay? They do run two tight end sets. And, that's why you're seeing the other tight end up here. Who is it? Charlie, is that Kolar? Yeah, I think that's him, right? So, he still could be, he might end up still being a piece to this puzzle because this is what they do. Deontay Johnson, right? You're going to want to, his snap count should go up. I didn't go check the snap count, but his snap count should go up this year, this week. So he should garner a little bit more of the offense. Okay, red zone threat, good route runner, can't drop the ball, right? Don't want to drop the ball. Andre Iosivas, or whatever his name is, back 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, he was somebody that you can look at. The touchdown report should be there, right? You still should be able to look at him for a touchdown. The touchdown report should be there. Tanner Hudson, the percentage, some of us plays more of his percentage in the slot. Okay, Tanner Hudson can be a guy that can go get it deep. Andrews, you could look at him for a touchdown. Could talk you off multiple touchdowns for Andrews. Yeah, Deontay Johnson. Yeah, he just got to hold on to the ball. He could be one of the most dangerous. I mean, I know because I've hurried up and went and got him in my fantasy, and I'm playing the hell out of him while Andy Dalton, he's a target hog, right? So he's been there for his whole career. But I want to say Chase Brown. The usage is pretty much. You could for a running back is through the roof right now for him. They just picked up Khalil Herbert from my Chicago Bears. Don't know how acclimated he's going to be. It's been like 3 days, if I believe. Don't know how acclimated he's going to be. Chase Brown showed you last week that he can handle a heavy workload. A game script to me should say they should be passing, so it could be that could be of some interest. Chase Brown in the passing game, he's going to be out there for probably, he's probably going to be out there for 90 to 100% of the snaps. So that's a guy that you can look at there. Mike Gesicki, he's been in the absence of what's that boy's name? Higgins. He's been off the chain, man. I think he does a little slot work too, right? So he's been balling, right? Chase is Chase. Deontay Johnson, we touched on him. Bateman, deep threat. Flowers been ultra. He's been showing everybody I'm good. Okay, he's been showing everybody I'm good. Now, Mike Gesicki. Historically, this NFL, this team has been bad through the air. I don't think it's gonna last that more longer. But right now, this team been bad through the air, right? So we've been picking on this team through wide receivers, through tight ends all season long. And for tight ends, both teams are not that good. Okay, so let's start off with the tight ends through the air. So targets. Baltimore, they fourth in targets. Cincinnati, both of them top 10. Receptions. Baltimore, Cincinnati, they're not too far from each other. Right there, if you guys can see that. Yardage. Baltimore, Cincinnati, they're both top 10. Air yards, yards per catch, let's see. Baltimore, not too far. Baltimore top 5. Cincinnati. So what's separating them right now, in my opinion, is Baltimore's giving up one touchdown, and Cincinnati's giving up 5 to tight ends. Okay, so we're looking at Mark Andrews, or if you want, whatever case may be. Now, their offensive arsenal is getting better and better, man. I mean, uh, the Ravens, so they're getting good. Wide receivers. Oh man, oh my God. Now, targets here, and when you see Detroit up there, you see Minnesota up there, you see Baltimore up there. A lot of that has to do with these teams trailing versus them having to pass more to stay in the game, to get and stay in the game. But um, Baltimore has been giving it up. I ain't even gonna lie, they've been giving up some shit, right? So, uh, top 3 in targets, receptions, top 3, yardage, top 3, yards per catch, Baltimore, air yards, top 3. Because you see a pattern there. You got Detroit, you got Minnesota, you got Baltimore, right? These are teams that, like I just said, offenses are passing on because they're losing all game, trying to stay up. Some of their run defenses can even be misconstrued because teams have to pass to keep up. Baltimore run defense has been for real. Not to get off topic, but it is what it is. They've been for real. The personnel that they have, so it is what it is. Yeah. So my least favorite secondary out of these top 3 teams right here would be Baltimore, though. I ain't even gonna lie. They couldn't get Lattimore, so they ended up getting the other guy. I forget his name. But long story short, I mean, those are some numbers and stuff that right there that we could take a look at. Explosive plays. We can take a look at some explosive plays if you guys want. So let's look at some explosive plays. I didn't look at any explosive plays today. When you want to look at some explosive plays, we'll look at Baltimore, right? Let's look at Baltimore. Ravens. No, let's look at Bengals. Looking at the Bengals defense, both of their tight ends will get their yards today, and Andrews will score. I couldn't talk you off none of that right there. You said it better than I could say it, man. That's what definitely can happen. Paint that picture and live with the results, man. Straight up. Hmm. How am I gonna do this? Receiving play. Oh, so I won't even. I'll just look at it from here, right? So, rushing explosive plays, 15 yards or more. Derrick Henry, Saquon, top 2. 20 plus, Derrick Henry, Mason, Saquon, top 3. 30 plus, Derrick Henry, Saquon, J.K. and Josh Jacobs tied that. 40 plus, Saquon 4, Henry 3, Dobbins 3. 50 plus yardages, Derrick Henry 3, Saquon 3. Boy, them boys good. You got play direction here. I don't too much, I'm not a guru. I'm not smart. So receiving explosive receptions. Okay, so then we got, attempts. Also have yards before contact, yards after contact. I guess this is yards per catch, right? And these are important because Derrick Henry, I would love to see him get more acclimated in the passing game, but the receiving game, whatever it calls, because once he catch that motherfucker and then coming around the corner and you got 1 or possibly 2 cornerbacks, bring your ass here. Please come here. And I catch that sucker out the flat with in momentum. You don't want these problems. Bring out the stretching, right? So let me see. Receiving explosive plays here. 20 yards or more. Darnell Mooney, Jalen Reed, Zay Flowers right there. Uh, where's okay. Explosive targets. DK, Pierce Sutton. Explosive targets. Interest. Air yards. Sutton. McLaurin. Jefferson. Riley. Garrett. Average depth of target. Okay, so I should be able to filter it out some of these guys with to have at least I don't know X amount of targets because we got some guys just popping up. I have to go here. Okay, Christian Watson. Whatever. Okay, 30 plus. Pickens 30 plus. He got 8. Reed got 8. Chase got 6 of 30 plus. 40 plus. Chase got 4 for 40. 50. Okay. All right. I just want to check that out. Let me see one more thing here. Red zone. Red zone receiving stats. Let's go to the Ravens here. Red zone receiving stats. Yeah. Okay. So he was going to Isaiah Likely a lot in the red zone. Okay. 5 completions, 10 targets, 50% completion rate, 27 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justice Hill, he was going to him a lot. Mark Andrews. So Mark Andrews, okay. Mark Andrews got 4 touchdowns. Okay. 4 touchdowns. Derek's got 2, huh? Okay. Kolar. See, Kolar he played 5 games, 1 red zone target, 1 red zone completion, 100% completion, 2-yard touchdown. Okay. That's why I was saying that these guys, they do use these 2 tight end sets. Kolar, you could probably get, you know, man, when you it's gonna because it's gonna start getting scary now. You're gonna have Deontay Johnson on the other side, Flowers on one side. You're gonna have you got Derrick Henry back there. You can't forget about Lamar. Then you got Mark Andrews. Then you got oh my God, the other tight end on the other side. Oh my God. But hey, it is what it is, right? So let me see something here. You can get a touchdown for what? Kolar plus 440. That's if you're feeling froggy, right? Go back to where we were here. Red zone rushing stats, whatever, right? Ain't nobody rushing it in but him and Lamar. All right, so Buccaneers, no, Bengals, right? Okay, so 11 red zone receiving stats. So remember I told you. I mean, well, Ilyasovas is he was getting those targets in the early of the season, right? And he's still the second wide receiver. He still has he's actually got the most touchdowns for these wide receivers. So what I was saying was the report was still there, right? You guys should already know this, but the report was still there with them, right? So Ilyasovas, you get a touchdown for him at 270. It reflects in the odds, right? So back to where we were, right? So Chase Brown, he's got 2 receiving touchdowns. Gesicki's got 1. Moss is hurt. Hudson doesn't have a TD. Moss, Chase Brown. It's going to be Chase Brown here. Okay. Burton. Burton would be. Wait. Not. Wait. Go back. Rewind this back. Let me see something here. Rewind this back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was supposed to when I said Hudson, I know he's the tight end. I was meaning Burton. So I don't see Burton, right? I don't see Burton. So let's rewind this back, right? Because he's gonna be down. He's right now for somebody that's just looking on the books and just looking at the books and just saying, just trying to pick random touchdown players. Um, Burton should be today, I believe. Where is it? So you get a touchdown for him for 550. Irwin at 550. I believe Burton would be on that. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna wreck my brain with this. I'm not. I'm definitely not. But just looking at some of these stats here, uh, I mean, anytime you got Jamar Chase out there, uh, shucks, you might want to try to live with the results with some of the other guys. So you know, uh, interesting play. Esovas, it'd be an interesting play, right? Because like I said, the rapport is there. Now he's built it up with Gesicki as of late, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gesicki or Iasovas get in there. But hey, what do we know, right? What do we know? What do we know? I think I'm gonna take Derrick Henry for 2 today. If I expect Sparks to fly here, I think I might take Derrick Henry for 2. So it is what it is, right? But that's some information, some news you guys can use if you want. If you need a little help with anything or anybody need a little help as far as information wise, and I got it, hit me up, man. Hit me up. If you're on YouTube, hey, like, subscribe, hit notifications bell. Follow me if you're on Facebook. I'm not live on X today, maybe tomorrow, but looking ahead to the NBA tomorrow. I think we got 11 or 12 games tomorrow. Even if you're watching the game or you're not, live bet, live bet everything. You know what I'm saying? Live bet. So a lot of these books they encourage you to live bet. You can get, you can make some hellified money live betting, especially if you understand game flow, whether it's basketball, football, whatever the case may be. You don't have to take none of that shit, or talk to your kids today, man. Talk to your girl, talk to your chick, or whatever. Talk to her, man. On a Thursday night, watch the game together or some shit. Whatever. These games will be here every day. But we only got 3 NBA games tonight, so you can give up a little bit of attention to the family today. That being said, man, I'm out of here, bro. For sure. All right. I will make these games. I mean, these streams a little bit shorter, man. I don't know. I'll make them shorter, some shape, form, or fashion, one day. All right. Peace out, fam. Peace out.